So, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another session of Tinkerpreneur. We have a familiar face with us today. We have Sri Raksha Prabhakar, uh, who is part of the Tinker Champs team, and she will be taking your next session. And you might have met her 2 days back, and I'm sure uh, uh, today she has more information and more tricks for you so that you can create some wonderful projects for this year's Tinkerpreneur. And so I call Sri Raksha to take forward the session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let me just present my window. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for the introduction, sir. Tinkerers, entrepreneurs, young minds, welcome to another Hand on Me session of Tinkerpreneur 2024. I'm glad to be connecting with you all again. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to the world of online business and guide you through the essential steps to successfully launch your very own online venture on the internet. Let me tell you, launching an online business can be a rewarding and a fulfilling experience. So stay tuned. So, as Sir already mentioned, I am part of the Tinker Champs Club. So, who are Tinker Champs once again? Tinker Champs are hailed as champions in their school and are widely recognized as young change makers who spread a culture of tinkering, innovation, and entrepreneurship. In this aspect, we have conducted several hand hold me sessions, workshops, peer mentoring sessions. We have also created our ATL web portals, e-learning resources, and our very own entrepreneurship kit called the BizBox. A few more details about me. As you all know, I am Sri Raksha Prabhakaran. I just completed my class 12 from FO School Hebal, Bangalore. I was part of a change-making initiative called Urban Grow, which was a fully automated vertical farming kit, which was also represented in National Technology Week 2023. I've also conducted hand-on-me sessions for Tinkerpreneur 2023, and I have secured a zonal rank in International Commerce Olympiad conducted by the SOF. And I've organized several boot camps and workshops in my school ATL. Now, in the previous sessions, you have learned how to build your own digital product and service. You've also refined them and you have learned what a business model is and created your own business model with a business website. You also have your own brand and marketing collaterals ready. And you learned a year and there few concepts about business finance. And when I met you previously, we discussed how to set up your own online store. Now, what else is remaining for us in this journey? Let's find out. And that is online business. So, firstly, what is an online business? Let us divide the terms into two. Firstly, online, and then the next one is business. So, our online, as we know, is a platform which uses internet or internet services. And also, they have different mediums like websites, plays, mobile apps, even the meeting which we are having, or YouTube, all this comes under online digital mediums. And then, what is business now? Business are those activities undertaken by the businessman to earn a livelihood or an earning. So, what and all comes under those activities? It is to create your own product or purchase a product, market it, and then facilitate those transactions of buying and selling among the customers and your suppliers, and also to finally earn a profit. So, now let us connect both the things online and business. So, online business are those activities undertaken by businessmen to earn a livelihood using the internet or digital mediums. I hope that's clear. If it is clear, please put a thumbs up in the chat box. And also, online business, instead of having a physical store or office, like how all of us are at our home, instead of having one such place like that, everything is on online. Do you think Instagram is a place where you go visit and like you browse through the reels or feed and come back? Definitely not. So it does not have a physical existence. Moving on, let us understand the difference between traditional business and online business. Right. So, firstly, traditional business presence, that is, where is it placed? Like we already discussed, it's a physical store. You can touch it, feel it, see it through your naked eye. So, that is a traditional store which has a physical existence. And online store is over the internet and it is intangible. And then the traditional store. Do you think you can, move your traditional store or like the physical store everywhere you want? Definitely not. It's not mobile. So it is a customer reach is very limited. Suppose if you're placing it in Bangalore, mostly only Bangalore people are going to come and visit. Even if others come, they are going to be tourists. But can you reach everyone from all over the globe? Definitely not. But then when you compare to online store, it can be accessed worldwide. People like suppose all of us from India and people from let's say California or Canada, all of us use Instagram and it is accessed worldwide. So that is an advantage of an online store. And then usage of technology. In traditional store, we don't need much technology, right? We just have to like store some data or keep, track of all the transactions. That's all we will use. But then online store, its whole existence is based on technology. So it definitely needs technology. And then operating hours. Traditional store. Have you seen like 24 hours traditional store, like or a physical store which is placed like your retail store or a grocery store? There are few stores like that, but then operating hours like where they sell is very very limited. It will be say morning 6 to like evening 10, I mean night 10. That's all right. But then online store you can open it anytime. Think of Amazon, right? So Amazon you can open it at morning 6 o'clock, night 10 o'clock, midnight 3 a.m. or any time when you want. So that is the difference in operating hours. And then cost of operation. All of us are becoming like tinkerers, right? Entrepreneurs of our own. In Tinkerpreneur 2, we are setting up our online store. And then it does not cost us anything, or it costs us very less. That too, if you are opting to get a premium or something related to your online store. So the cost of operation is very, very low. But then in traditional store, you need to occupy the place, pay rent, pay electricity charges, and so many other charges related. So the cost of operation is high. That's why, if you can see, many of them are moving towards online businesses and online store. And then the efforts taken. Traditional store requires so much effort. You have to go visit the place, sit there, bring the customers there. But then online store, you can take your online business or store to the customers. So the efforts comparatively are minimal. I hope that is clear. So, firstly, what is an online business? Businesses that a businessman or a entrepreneur undertakes to earn a living through the online or digital mediums is online business. And then, what is the major key difference between the traditional business and online businesses? Traditional business has a physical store, and online business is over the internet. I hope that's clear. Please put a thumbs up in the chat box. And also, if any questions or queries, please do put it in the comments like of the YouTube chat box so that we can pick it up. Moving on, business operations. This term you've heard, but many of us wouldn't have heard. So, firstly, let us understand what are operations, right? So, if a business has to run, so like has to go on, the operations or the activities that a business undertakes for it to keep going on is called business operations. So, those activities, suppose if you take your school, so what are your school operations or school activities? So you'll have to go there, sit, study in study time, like in your classes, or have a PT period, go out. So all those activities you undertake in your school life, that's called school operations, right? Or the operations that the school is going to undertake for like providing education and then conducting activities. Similar way, business operations are those activities a business undertakes to complete their process. So, firstly, is building your product or service, which I hope all of us are very familiar with because we have had sessions, you guys have built your own products or services. And then the next one is making your product available for sale on your online store. So, this is where the real action starts, right? Almost half of this we have already discussed in the previous session, where you set up your online store, you put all your product details into the online store. So this is where the real action starts, where you're making your products and services public and available for the customers to come and purchase. Third one is running a marketing campaign to attract prospective customers. So what is a marketing campaign? Is it similar to marketing? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Okay, let's discuss more about it, but let me just tell you that marketing campaign and marketing are not similar and not one and the same. They might be similar, but they're not one and the same, right? So, in this module, let us learn how to make your product public, how to run a marketing campaign to attract prospective customers, and how to handle customer queries. What are these queries? So, if you are going to purchase say like a water bottle, right? Let us take the previous session's example, a water bottle. So you have to go ask that, will is it thermostatic? Will the water stay for longer time? Will the hot water stay for longer time? Is it made up of steel or alloy or what exactly it is? So to answer all this, we have a salesperson. But in online shops, we also have like reviews and chatbots to answer. So let us see how, as tinkerers and entrepreneurs, we will handle customer queries. And then the fifth one is the end process where you process the customer orders. People who come and place orders for your product, you take it, process it, and also deliver your products to paying customers. So in this module, we'll be covering these four aspects. Firstly, let us revise once business operations. So first, what do you have to do? You have to go make a product or a service, like build it on your own, or you can even purchase it from a supplier. Second one, after you have purchased it, how will the customers or the prospective customers know that you have this product? So for that, you have to put up your online store and make it public. And then the third one is marketing campaign, where you're going to tell them and call them, like you're going to persuade them that please like come and visit our store, get to know more, and then choose if you want to buy. And then when they're going to come and visit your online store, they're going to have queries, lot of questions like why is this, what is the use of this, what benefit do I get? To handle all this, we need to set up a customer query support system. And then the fifth one is once they place the order, how to like process the order and deliver the products. I hope that is clear. Can we move on? Please put a thumbs up if we can. Taking that as a sign, let us move on. So, like I told already, we are going to have four steps in the roadmap to launch your own online business. Right? The first one is go live with your online store. So, what are we going to learn in that? So, we're going to learn, how if you have made sure all your details are correct and if your store is online or public access. Second one is marketing campaign. So why should we do a marketing campaign and how to do a marketing campaign? What and all benefits of a marketing campaign is there? So we're going to learn about that. And then the third sub part is handling queries. Like if the customers have many doubts and questions, how to handle them. And then the fourth one, which we are going to be covering is how to make sure the customer orders are received and how are you going to deliver your product or services because there might be different variety of products or services like there might be a service or there might be a physical product or like a digital product. I hope that's clear. So moving on, also before we start off with the main aspect, let us ensure that we have four checkpoints, right? All these four can be checkpoints and then once we reach the checkpoint, let us come back and revise. All right. So the first one, go live with your online store. So how do you do this? So firstly, there are key things you have to check in your online store. Because you've already created it, you have to see that if all the details you have mentioned are correct, there are no any grammatical mistakes or spelling mistakes, you have entered all the information necessary. And sometimes as beginners or entrepreneurs, we tend to make mistakes. And one of the mistakes is that we don't enter full description of our product. That is very, very important. because most of the time we're just going to enter that, suppose say a water bottle which can hold hot water for around 16 hours. But is that enough? Do you think that's enough? I don't think so. Because we need to tell the customers that, like what benefit do they get? There might be n number of hot water bottles everywhere. So why should they pick yours? So what are the benefits? What are the additional features you're going to give? So all this will come under, your product description. So make sure your product description is in brief, but also gives the important details and features. So all this combined, you should make sure of keep like a checklist, maybe like see if you've entered all the details and all the images are correct, and then everything is all set. And once it is set, make sure to give make sure to make it public or give access to everyone. If customers, as a customer, suppose you are setting a store and I want to click on it, like I open the link and then I do not have the access to, go through your products, how will I order it? So it is definitely necessary to keep your online store public and then make sure access is given to everyone. I hope that's clear, right? So that is our first checklist, a very short checklist where we are going to go live with our online store. Moving on to the second most but also important aspect of today's session, marketing campaign. Right. So, firstly, what is a marketing campaign? It is a focused and intense marketing effort to reach your target audience with a singular goal of promoting your products and services and improve sales. Okay, that was just a definition. Let us pick out few keywords from the definition and discuss more about it, right? So first keyword is intense marketing effort. I told you, right, there's a difference between marketing and marketing campaign. So this intense word will define the difference. So what is intense? So you're going to, publicize your product and your posters and flyers everywhere through all the social media platforms or any media forms like you get of marketing campaign. You're going to splash it all over, like try to get as many customers as possible. Intense, so intense only we means like there's an intensity, high intensity, and also it's over a limited period of time. So that is marketing campaign, right? And then marketing is going to be like a, maybe like a year long process, or companies do it from beginning to end, right? So it's marketing is like a common ad which you get, but then marketing campaign is when you are going to focus or, have a limited period, and then you're going to put your posters, flyers, you're going to publicize your product or service everywhere, all through the internet or other media forms. Everywhere you're going to put it, like, every like maybe social media your poster comes up, and then you advertisement, you give an advertisement in newspapers. So everywhere all together the intensity is very very high, right? So that's the first keyword, that is intense marketing effort. Second one is target audience, right? So in marketing we don't usually have a target audience, like, we do have, but we don't focus on those people. But here in marketing campaign you're going to focus on the prospective customers, like the people you feel that they can become your customers in future. You're going to focus your target on them. So the second keyword is target audience. And then the third keyword is, a singular goal of promoting your products and services, and mainly to improve sales. So improving sales is the third keyword which we are going to discuss, right? So in marketing or generally any business will focus majorly on, earning profit, so their profit margins might be high. But during the marketing campaign, have you guys seen the Great Indian Festival, or anything of Amazon or Flipkart, whichever festivals they have, end of season sale, anything? So yeah, in those, what do they do? So that is an example of marketing campaign where they're going to give you huge discounts, right? So they're going to just attract all of your eyes and attention there to purchase. So even if you do not want to purchase, but then you see the offers and then you're like, okay, after this, definitely the prices will go up. So let us purchase it now itself, right? So that will be the human psychological effect. So that so majorly marketing campaign focuses on improving the sales, like they focus on number of or quantity of products you're going to sell, rather than, the profit margin. So I hope that's clear, right? Let me repeat it once again. So first one is intense. So the intensity is going to be high, it's going to be a limited period of time, right? Second one is target audience. So in target audience, you're going to focus on a group of people who you think will definitely come and purchase your product, like who are interested, right? And then the third one is to improve sales, meaning we have to focus on the number of quantity sold rather than the profit margin. Because after a marketing campaign is done, maybe we can charge a little higher prices and compensate if any loss happens during the campaign. But then it was to, like, turn or divert the attention towards your product and like publicize your brand product, like make everyone aware that, oh god, okay, there's an entrepreneur who's going to sell an ebook, or say a digital another digital product. So that is marketing campaign. I hope everyone are clear with that. Right. So moving on. So, there are two types of marketing campaign. So first one is offline marketing, right? Offline marketing, have you guys, like, when you go to malls or something, and then they come and give you samples, like, try it out, let us know how much and let us know how do you feel. And then if you like it, come visit our store. So that is an example of offline marketing where, a salesperson or like even the entrepreneur directly goes there and then like starts marketing their product. That is an example of offline marketing, right? So what are few other examples? As you can see in the slide, there are like networking, like where you talk to people, like I say that, please go buy this product to person A goes and tells it to person B. So that form of networking. Or public speaking, like, when people go on, they set up a like stage type, they go there, they talk about their product, say that why people should buy it. So those example, meetings, direct mail, cold calls, print publications, like print publications in the sense newspapers. Newspapers you get ad, right? Why is it like, offline marketing? It is because you receive it, right? You receive it in hand, and also people send posters and flyers, like, you get it with along with newspapers. So that is part of offline marketing. Whereas you come to online marketing, which we are going to learn more in detail, and I feel all of us are going to get into this online marketing, right? So examples are like social media, like whenever you scroll Instagram, you get ads all the time, and then like, people call you, right? They say mostly like you get bank call, like, do you want a debit card or credit card from Axis Bank or SBI. So those are part of online marketing where they don't meet you like face to face, like directly, but then through other medias like technology, like they contact you, right? And also like emails. All of us have got emails. Like somewhere you put a number somewhere, like you're willing, or you are wishing to buy something, and then you just put your number there or an email. So, you get calls or mails from them saying that we have offer now, please come visit, please buy. So all this is part of online marketing. And also when we, search through Google, we get lots of ad, right? Sometimes if, it has happened to me also personally when I was say like searching a water bottle in Amazon. And then after like 2, 3 hours, when I open Google, then I can get many ads of like water bottles, whatever I want. So how is that happening? That is also happening through the algorithm, and that is an example of online marketing, right? So I hope all of you are clear. Offline marketing, online marketing. And what is marketing campaign? So marketing campaign, three keywords, remember. One is intense, second is target audience, third is improve sales, right? So let's move on. So part of marketing campaign is digital marketing campaign. So is digital marketing campaign online or offline? It's online, right? So digitally what you do. So let's go through the definition once again. A digital marketing campaign is an intense, again, see the word intense, group of online marketing activities put forward by a business to promote their products and services through multiple channels that includes websites, social media, search engines, apps, mobile applications, voice assistants, etc. So digital world, like we live in a digital world, right? What is it? It's basically like an online world where we live in, like everything is online. We can find anything and everything in online, right? Same way, marketing campaign done through these digital mediums or like online mediums such as, website, social media, and voice assistants are all example of digital marketing campaign. I hope that's clear. Right. So one example also which we didn't talk about, what we spoke about in the previous session is voice assistance, right? Alexa, we tell that Alexa, tell me which is the better pizza, Domino's or Pizza Hut, and then it gives it. And then that is also part of marketing. But then marketing campaign is when it sends you updates that what is happening. And then when you open like any news article, you find like offer 10% discount of say a product or a service. So all that is part of digital marketing campaign. Now, the first we covered, say, marketing campaign. Under that, we came into digital marketing campaign. And in digital marketing campaign, let us focus on social media campaign, right? All of us have social media or have at least seen how social media works, right? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which is also called X now, right? And also WhatsApp. So we have commonly used all these, and also YouTube. So let us understand how the social media campaign actually works, right? So it is again form of online marketing campaign where a business, suppose I am running a business or I have an entrepreneurship setup, entrepreneurial, like a business setup where I'm going to publish ads in YouTube, publish ads in Instagram, and I'm going to send in through WhatsApp. I'm going to publicize my say products or business. I'm going to send forward messages. I'm going to put in stories, status. All this comes under social media campaign, right? So why do they do that? They do that because all of us are in social media. They can reach a greater audience. So that time when you reach a greater audience, what will happen? All of them will get to know your brand. So you will create or improve your brand awareness. And then also it is very easier to promote the products and services with the target audience, right? So if suppose they're targeting all of us youngsters, right, below 18 or say below 21. So what are they going to do? Like all of us are part of social media. If we get an email or a newspaper, would we see that the probability of us visiting emails or like a news opening newspaper and reading about the product, is it more, or is opening the social media and getting to know more? Definitely opening the social media, because it's just in one click in our mobile phone where we have everything, right? So social media campaign is like, it will definitely boost your brand awareness, right? And then we have also gone through the different mediums of social media campaign, like Facebook, Twitter, which is called X now, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, WhatsApp, and Telegram. Let us have a small recap now, right? Like, let's call this sub checkpoint. So first one, what did we learn? Like, we learned what is the roadmap. 4 steps of roadmaps are there. First one is going live with your online store. Where you have to make sure all details are correct. It is fit to be public, and then you make sure everyone has access, like view access. Everyone can view your online store and purchase products from that. That was first one. Second one is marketing campaign, which we spoke about. What is a marketing campaign? We need to remember 3 words, right? Intent, target audience, and improve sales. And then also we learned about what is offline and online marketing. Offline is where you meet them face to face, direct contact, and online is through online mediums like social media, webinars, emails, blogging, and like through Google, like search engines and everything. And then in sub part of marketing campaign is, I mean, online marketing campaign is digital marketing campaign, where we are going to use digital tools or channels such as websites, social media, search engines, mobile applications, voice assistants, etc. Moving on, in digital marketing campaign, we came to social media campaign, where it focuses on those social media applications such as YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, X, or WhatsApp. So where we are going to, and this will boost your brand awareness because you will reach a greater audience, right? I hope that's clear. Shall we move on? Put a thumbs up in the chat window. Let's see. Okay. So let us finally move on. These are few examples of marketing campaign. So Coca-Cola, all of us know, right? So it had one campaign called Open a Coke, Open Happiness. So their campaign was like Open Happiness. So they had TV commercials which were going through. So focus on these images. You will find that Open happiness is the name of the campaign or like the theme of the campaign. So one campaign, but then they splashed it over TV commercials. They also started giving their own merchandise. They put it in Facebook. They had billboards like in roads, you see, right? Those boards which has advertisements. So those billboards, they had ads on bus, and then even when you open YouTube, they used to come. So all these are part of only one marketing campaign belonging to one brand. Like Coca-Cola might have different marketing campaigns, right? So, but during a set period of time to boost their brand awareness, to increase their sales. I'll repeat, to boost their brand awareness and increase their sales, they had this open happiness campaign where they splashed it over all channels they could find, like TV ads, ads on bus, billboards, and then they also sold merchandise. What are merchandise? Like, those uh, like see, for example, like Boost. All of us know Boost, right? So, there used to come like a Boost tennis ball or something. So that is part of merchandise, right? So merchandise they gave Facebook, ads on bus, and YouTube. So this is one example. Let us also move to another example. All right. So this one is Apple iPhone. So all of us know Apple iPhones, right? So they had a marketing campaign, or I guess it's still continuing, called Short on iPhone, right? So Short on iPhone was like to increase their brand image and also to increase their sales. Remember all of them, like all the influencers, social media influencers in Instagram used to take a picture through their iPhone, like show the clarity and like, promote that shot on iPhone. So that campaign like aimed to tell that, they have the best camera quality, like, images. So they also had TV commercials, and then they conducted a campaign event only where like, these social media influencers were called, and then they like, from there they had few activities. So, to promoting this campaign through social media. And also in newspapers, you would have seen them written like short on iPhone 14 Pro, short on iPhone, like, those ads. And then they were again billboards and they were put in Instagram. So this was another example, right? I hope now you have got a little more detail about what marketing campaign means. So even in this, they have only single theme, right? Single theme, single like target audience, and then only a single a brand, right? So only Apple is going to do short on iPhone. If suppose say Samsung does it, it does not make sense, right? They have separate marketing campaign. I hope that's clear, and it's also for a limited period of time, right? It is not like, from the time Apple like launched their brand till now they are having the short on iPhone. No. So it is just like an intense limited period of marketing activities, right? I hope that's clear. So next one is, now we learned what is a marketing campaign, digital marketing campaign, social media campaign, and we learned what are different examples. Now let us like go through how to run a marketing campaign. So in how to run, let's have like a checklist. Okay. So first one is we have to have a clear goal. Like I told, the singular goal should be there. For example, reaching 500 customers or making 100 sales. So you always focus like quantity of how much sales you make in a marketing campaign. So you have to set your goal. Suppose if I am part of an Tinkerpreneur and I have created an ebook, right? So I've created an ebook and my goal will be I have to make say 75 sales in a period of 2 weeks. So I'm defining the period and I'm defining my goal, which is very important. Because if you do not have a goal, how will you like plan to achieve it? You need to have some limit, I mean like some set of goal, right? Where you have to move towards it. So a clear goal is very, very important. Next one talking is target audience, right? So in target audience, like I said, whom are you going to focus on? So suppose if you're focusing on your friends and family, so you're going to focus more towards WhatsApp, like where you can send it to them. Also, you can focus on schools and ATLs where you're going to go and maybe have an offline marketing campaign, or you're going to send emails about your product. So specifying your target audience will help you choose which medium of marketing campaign you're going to focus on or like move towards. I hope that's clear. Right. Third one is online channels. So if once you choose your goal and then like you have your target audience, like whom you're going to reach out to, who do you think will buy your products? So once you reach out that, and then like how do you achieve it? Like how will you move through it? So what are the online channels? Like if suppose it's schools and or your like ATL labs, you're going to have it through website, or if you're going to like promote like run a marketing campaign in your mentor groups, so that's through WhatsApp, or if it's your friends or family, it's going to be through WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, right? So I hope that's clear. And then the fourth one is collecting contact details, right? So what happens is during a marketing campaign, when prospective customers, right? So like people who are willing to buy or wishing to, buy your product or service, when they come and visit, like say your online store or something, so why do you have to collect their contact details such as mail, email address, or like telephone numbers, right? So it's because when you collect that, when you know that if they are interested, so when you're again going to run a marketing campaign or you're going to, start making sales, then these contact details will be helpful to, say them like suppose you have collected it. Like, suppose say I am running a marketing campaign and person A comes to my like online store, gets into the campaign, has like plays games and gets merchandise and things, and then like goes away. But then if I do not collect their contact details, how will I know that who's interested and who's not interested? And if I know who's interested, I can have them as my target audience. And then it's easier for you to convince them to purchase the product, right? So that is collecting contact details. Next one is sharing marketing collaterals. So this again, you would have learned it in the marketing module itself, like where you're going to send posters and flyers with your target audience, like the shortlisted ones, and then through the online channels which you have already selected. Suppose you're aiming at schools and ATLs, you have selected email, right? And then you have collected email addresses of your schools and other ATL labs. So after collecting that, you're going to send your posters and flyers to them. So that is sharing marketing collaterals. Next one is offering sales promotion. So this again is a sub part which we'll discuss in more detail. But for this slide, like let us understand that what a sales promotion is, right? So I gave you an example of samples, right? So if you're going to buy a skincare product or something like, a face cream, okay? So you're going to go there and then in a mall, they'll give you a small, very small quantity saying that please try it out and then tell us how do you like it. So more than them getting feedback, if you try it and if you like it, you're definitely going to buy it, right? So those samples are called freebies in this. So you're going to offer these sales promotions. So for sales, those activities which you're going to do to promote your product to get more sales is called sales promotion, right? I'll repeat again. So those activities you're going to do to promote your sales is called sales promotion. So one example is samples, which is also called freebies. Second one is merchandise, like I already spoke. Like Boost will give you those, what's that, tennis balls with Boost name, and then there used to also be like, few cricketers' signatures there. So that is an example of merchandise. And discounts, like all of us know, like the Great Indian Festival, end of season sale or season sale. So those discounts which we get are examples of sales promotion, right? I hope the planning checklist is clear. First, have a goal, and then through the goal, like see which target audience, and then once you select your target audience, how are you going to communicate through them, like the online channels? And once you communicate, collect the contact details, share your marketing collaterals like posters and flyers, and finally offer them sales promotion. I hope that's clear. Okay. Moving on, we now learned what is marketing campaign, social media campaigns, how to do one, like the process, and now how to reach a successful marketing campaign, right? So if we just like just send posters and then like give freebies, will it be enough? No, definitely not, right? So the first one is touch of intensity. Intensity, like I've told from the first slide, that intensity is very, very necessary in marketing campaign because it's in a limited period of time, right? So in like say like maybe 15 days, if you just send it in Instagram, right, about your product, do you think it will reach wider audience? Like will it boost your brand awareness? No. So you'll have to post it everywhere you can find, every online channel or even offline, wherever. So the intensity is very high. So add the touch of intensity to have a successful marketing campaign, right? Second one is call to action. So what is call to action is that basically if you're my customer, I just come, talk to you about my product, talk to you about like what benefit it gives, and then I go off. Will that be enough? No. Will you purchase the product if I just say that, like I have a water bottle, it can like hold, withstand heat, and then like, yeah, that's all. I just say that, and then I just say that you can store hot water, and then I come back. Will you be interested in my product or like a service which I'm going to give? No. So what you have to do is you have to like push the customers to come and purchase it. Like you have to persuade them. Like you have to like tell what benefit I'm going to say or like what is unique in it. So I'm going to say my water bottle is, say, there are new things which are coming like when you go on sunlight, so the color changes. So maybe I'm adding that feature. And then I'm going to say my water bottle changes color. So it's very aesthetically pleasing for your eyes, which looks very beautiful to your eyes. And then it's going to add benefit that 24 hours can withstand hot water or cold water. Like, the temperature won't change. So all this I'm going to say and then like call them. So, call the customers to initiate action to come and purchase your product. That is call to action, which is very, very important aspect of marketing campaign. Okay. And then the next one is generating sales lead. So when you run a marketing campaign, there are few people who are coming and purchasing it, right? So they are called prospective customers, right? So in these prospective customers, how will you pick those customers who you definitely know are going to like purchase your product, even if you put maybe like a little more effort saying that you're going to offer this discount or something, then they're going to come. So that is generating sales lead. And to know more about generating sales lead, you'll have another section, right? About the last session. So next one is offering sales promotions. I told you what are sales
Diraksha,
promotions. Yes,
hi.
sir.
We have around 15 more minutes, so we need 5 minutes for question answers also.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can plan your slides accordingly. Thank you.
Yes, sir, sure. Then next is offering sales promotions, right? So sales promotions, like I already discussed, you're going to offer them sales, discounts, deals, and other things. And then the next one is respond quickly to questions, right? So we had discussed that we are going to have a customer support system who is going to answer your queries. So that queries also need to be responded very quickly, because if not, the interest of customers or prospective customers will not be there, right? And then the next one is test, measure, and refine. So marketing campaign is going to be like a dynamic process. What is dynamic? It keeps changing. So according to the customer's needs, you have to test if this is working out, this is not working out. If it is working out, how greatly it's working out, or how like inefficiently it's working out, and then you have to refine your strategy. I hope that's clear, right? uh, Okay. So how do you few more examples of like your marketing campaign is that you have like you can gamify it. Gamifying sounds fun, right? So what are you going to do? Like, have you guys seen scratch cards in like say Google Pay, UPIs, or like Amazon? So you can create your own scratch card with an offer or a discount or like a free merchandise. Right. So that is one example of gamifying your marketing campaign. And then the next one is Wheel of Fortune. So all of us know, right? Spin wheel, like there'll be like a board, there'll be a pointer, you spin it, and then you'll get a discount. Most of the time, most of us would have got like better luck next time or unlucky. But then also there are going to be offers. So all this will interest or provoke your customers to come and visit your online store and then purchase your product, right? So that's a psychological aspect. Next one is giving away like free merchandise or discount coupons. Like already discussed, merchandises are those like boost tennis balls and things, so you can create your own merchandise, and also you can give discount coupons through maybe scratch cards or separately also, right? So I hope that's clear. So we have reached the second checkpoint. So let us just shortly, very, very quickly have a recap. First one, going live with your online store. Second one, marketing campaign, where we are going to focus on keywords, intents, target audience, and to improve sales. And then we learned about examples and this whole planning checklist where you're going to have a goal, reach the target audience, and then how will you reach them? Through these online channels. And then you will collect their contact details, After collecting, you will share your marketing collaterals and finally offer them sales promotions, right? And then the third aspect of today's session, that is setting up a chatbot to handle customer queries. Right? So I told you like customers will have n number of questions to you. And then if you're going to have a huge customer base and then you tell them that, like you give them your email ID and tell them any questions or queries, please suggest this. Answering so much and there might be questions which are very frequent. Like, it's repetitive. So it is better to have a chatbot. I guess all of us have learned how to create our own chatbots using the land bot, right? In the initial weeks. So we know how to create our own chatbot. So I would suggest you to integrate those chatbots in your online store. So it's also adding one more skill to your to your online website or online business website, and also it is going to answer all the questions which are frequent and repetitive, right? So a chatbot can automatically handle all those frequent queries asked by your customers and prospective customers, right? So please set up a chatbot in your business website or business store to handle customer queries. And then also make sure that you keep refining these chatbots, because see, sometimes you might think this question is not that relevant, so why to add it? But then many customers can have the same doubt. So all that time, so you have to keep checking out the trends and then keep changing your chatbot questions and updating them. I hope that's clear. So first you'll go make sure your online store is public. You'll run a marketing campaign specific on a limited period of time, focusing on one target audience with intense activities. Third one, setting up a chatbot, right? Next one is reviewing your customer orders. Okay, this is the fourth aspect where you're going to review your customer orders, process them, and finally deliver your products, right? So, how will you review? You would have received your customer order, say in Equid or Dukan app. So, you will see if it is received, right? So, after that, you will also check if the payment is received, because, like I discussed, you will have your QR code or UPI ID, right? So, you will make sure, like, both if the customer who have placed the order has already paid, so you'll compare that and get to know who are your paying customers, and then what products have they ordered from you. So that is reviewing customer orders. Next one is, once you get to know who your customers are, like your paying customers who have already completed the payment, once you get to know them, you have to give access to your product website, or like say if you have created a digital product in an online tool, so you have to online tool, so you have to give that link, right? So also you can have it on a Google Drive folder, say if it's an ebook or a PDF or something. So you can have it in Google Drive folder and give access only to their mail IDs, right? So we had also, like I had also suggested you that keep it private, keep your products private. But then now only to the paying customers you can give the access, right? I hope that's clear. You can give view or download access. Moving on is delivering your digital product to your customers. So first thing, you reviewed the order, you saw if they've paid, and then what and all they've ordered. Then you got their email ID. Like you gave access. Once you give access to intimate them or inform them, you can send a mail to their this thing with either your product attached as a PDF or product or service, or if not, you can like send the link to your product, digital product which you have sent, right? And make sure to give access only to paying customers. All right. I hope that's clear. And then how will the customers use your digital product? So first we learned that we are going to review it. We are going to give access to them either through their, if it's in a Google Drive folder, through email, or you're going to send a link. And then after sending a link, you're going to intimate or inform them through the mail, or you're going to directly send your product. And now, once they receive it, how will they use your digital product, right? So they're going to, either click, view the once you send the link, they're going to click on the link. They will have view access or download access. And then for that, they'll have to log in through their email IDs, right? So once you send a link to your product website, your customer can log in to view, download, and use your digital product. Right? There are few examples here, as you can see. If it's like a 3D model, or if it's like a postcard or an ebook, or if it's just like a quiz or anything. So, or it's a business website. So all this you can see. I hope that's clear, right? And we have finally reached our fourth checkpoint. Before that, let's have a short view, right? How does the online store work and what and all we have learned till now about online business and online store. So these are the Tinkerpreneurs, and you can see your customers. Firstly, we as Tinkerpreneurs will set up our website for the digital product. Next, we will set up the online store, which we learned in the previous module. And then we will make sure the online store is public. Then we will update our product information and pricing. And then finally, we will, the customers, as customers, they will view our online store, look at our product catalog and place the order. And once they place the order, they will make the payment, right? And once they make the payment, as Tinkerpreneurs, we will review and see if the payment is received, if the email ID is correct, and then also if we'll see what and all they have ordered from us. After viewing that, we will give access to only paying customers. Whatever you have created, right? You're going to give access only to paying customers. And finally, once you do that, you will intimate or inform them through mail, either by sending link or you can directly send your PDF or any product. And finally, they will use and download your digital product and become one of your customers. I hope that's clear. Okay, so let's just have a quick recap because we learned so many things, right? So first one,
Sriraksha, I think we
yes,
can
sir.
skip the recap because it's a
Okay, sir.
YouTube video, so students can go back and see the
Yes, sir, sure. So there are also other types of orders in your online store. So all this while I was talking about digital products, right? So there are also a few other things which, which need not specifically sit in that bracket of digital product. One is customized product, right? So digital product, when you're going to sell and then someone wants their name in it. Suppose you're selling like online ebooks where they want the characters to be like their own names. So when you're going to customize that, so how are you going to process that type? So you're going to collect their details, customize it, and their email IDs will be there. So again, you can send the link or direct copy. So that is customization of product. Second one, if it's a physical service or activity, right? So if it's going to be a service where you're going to say you're going to make them a flyers, you have set up like making flyers for the businesses or like your customers. So how will you do that? So you'll take the order, process it, check what are their needs or specifications. You're going to complete it and again send the link or send the product directly, like send the physical service. You're going to do that and intimate them through mail, right? And then the third one is physical product. If you've created a physical product, which I don't think not any of us have, but still, if you've created a physical product, so once you receive the order, you will also receive like you'll send them a mail saying that please give your details like address, where to send the product. You'll make sure the product is ready and then you will send it to them, like get it delivered through them through courier or post or anything like that. Right? So these are other types rather than digital types, digital product. I hope that's clear. And finally, you have to submit your assignment. So what and all will be you'll be submitting? One is that you will create social media posters, and then if you're not in any social media, account, you do not have an account, you can have it in your mentor's WhatsApp group only. So you can create it and share it to them only, and make them your target audience or like your family or friends through WhatsApp, right? I hope everyone have WhatsApp. And then the next one is creating campaign merchandise. So there's a tool which is there in the tutorial deck if you refer. So there you can go create your own merchandise with your brand name, brand logo. Like, can you see this Virtuality 360 coffee mug? So that's an example. You can create it. And for now, you can send a screenshot to your winners, like whoever won the merchandise. And then the next one is you have to create a spin wheel game, right? So you have to create a wheel of fortune. This also is available in the tutorial deck. And then the tool which you're going to use is Be Light, right? So you will create a spin wheel. Also, you will create a digital scratch card. And all these are promotional, sales promotion, which is going to target your customers to come and visit your online store, right? And then next one, what are you going to do? You're going to set up a customer support. That is your chatbot using Landbot.io and make sure to embed that in your Equid or like Google site, right? It allows you to, embed it. So do that so that, once they open your business website only, they can whatever questions they have, they can have it like answered through your chatbots. And next one, launching your digital marketing campaign. We have discussed this thoroughly, like how to launch it. So it's just a flow chart here, which you can again go through it. And finally, what are the tips and suggestions? First thing is, if you do not have a social media account of your own, you can share your social media posters on your mentor's WhatsApp group. So it need not be like you have to have an Instagram or a Facebook account. You can just put it in your mentor's WhatsApp group, as well as you can share it with your friends and family. And then the next one is, you don't have to get the merchandise physically made. In the tool also, it will ask you if they need to ship it. So for now, because you have to pay it, you can just have, make a screenshot, send it to the customer during the boot camp, or you can like attach the screenshot to a scratch card or something. When they click on the link, the screenshot will arrive, right? So with that, we have come to the end of our session today. I hope you guys have understood what marketing campaign is, how to launch your own online business. Also, for more interesting like interesting artifacts, please go visit the comic book, and also like revise all these concepts through the flashcards, and finally solve one interesting puzzle where you're going to learn few more keywords. I hope you guys enjoyed this session as much as I enjoyed taking this. Finally, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sri Raksha, for such an enlightening session. I'm sure there is a lot of information, lot of great tips uh, that you have shared with the students, and like really great presentation. So,
Thank you.
uh, just a few questions. The first is like, what is the difference between marketing and marketing campaign?
So like I already mentioned, marketing is over, like it's not intense. It can be over a period of time, slowly it can be done. But marketing campaign has three keywords. One is intense, next is target audience, and third one is that it is to improve and boost sales. So I hope that was clear.
Yeah. And like, can you share some special tips on gamifying the marketing campaign? Because that looked like very interesting.
Yes, so like gamifying is actually one concept where you can bring in your customers more. So all of us like all these scratch cards and Wheel of Fortune. So few tips I would like to suggest is that have all three done if possible. So if you create all three and then promote it, you will reach a greater audience. So I feel that thing, and also you need not have to make it physically made. It's all online, and also you can just share a screenshot of your merchandise.
Okay. And like, can you tell the students that how can they send the merchandise that they create in this boot camp to the winners or like their prospective customers?
Yes, sir. So, like I already told, like it's not necessary for us to like go print out the merchandise or order it. Suppose if you're printing a shirt, you don't have to buy it and then give it to them. For the boot camp, you guys can just have it the screenshot, or you can send a link which has the screenshot.
Okay. Okay. That's helpful. Uh, Thank you very much for taking out time for this session, and thank you to our viewers. We hope that all the concepts that Sri Raksha has described so beautifully, it has been helpful and will help you create some wonderful projects for this year's Tinkerpreneur. And thank you, Sri Raksha. Thank you, all of you, and we will see you soon again. Goodbye.